Welcome back to RXMuscle's Road to the Arnold Classic 2017, brought to you by Quest Nutrition. Visit questnutrition.com. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today's guest is IFBB Figure Pro, two-time Miss Olympia, one-time Arnold Classic champion, our good friend, Latorya Watts.
Hello, how are you guys?
Hello. I love this. I love the titles because, when we first started interviewing you years ago, you had no titles, and all I would do is bitch and complain about how you should be Miss Olympia, and they won't give it to you. Now you're two-time defending champion. It's like you're a veteran now.
You were always right?
Yeah, I was.
Maybe they just listened to you this time. That's it.
Yes. Someone bought me a shirt once that said, "Let's just assume I'm always right." That was the saying on the front of the shirt. No, but the truth is that you have really evolved into a true champion over the last couple of years. You've changed your body. You're always making improvements. You bring a new look to the stage every time you get up there. And the judges just love your physique. And I mean, let's face it, Latorya, you've had some very, very difficult competition the past 2 years. You have not won the Olympia by a landslide. You've beaten Candice Lewis, okay, who to me is tremendous. You've beaten Cydney Gillon, who is another up-and-coming star. I mean, you're not beating slackers here. So how do you keep that mental edge on the competition?
Well, I just focus on me. I don't really focus on what else is going on. I mean, I just listen to everything that my coach tells me to do. He puts together a plan. I execute. I listen. I do what I need to do. I mean, I know all the competitors, not just Candice, not just Cyd. All the competitors that are now stepping on this stage are amazing and really working hard, coming with some great looks. So I just feel as if they're helping me. They're pushing me to work even harder. It's no time to slack. You would feel like maybe some people think having these titles, I could just like post right into a show, but I'm working harder than ever just because of all these great competitors that are, doing what they need to do to bring their looks. So I just have to work harder to bring my best look every single time.
Now, when you first got on the scene, you had that teeny tiny waist, that great, wide shoulder. I mean, the ideal physique for a figure. And I basically was thinking to myself, there's no way anyone will ever look like this. And then all of a sudden, over the last couple of years, Cydney comes out of nowhere. Candice Lewis really comes into her own and changes her physique. It's a battle, What do you think the judges like about your physique that makes you beat these girls?
I don't know. I mean, I've always admired both competitors because they were doing this before me. They were out before I was. So I would look up to them, and I feel as if we have similar styles, similar looks. I can't really tell you exactly what it is that has kept me on top or what stands out or what's different from me and the other competitors. But they like it, so I'll continue to bring what they like and just perfect it.
Well, you know what you got? You got genetics that are stupendous on top of a hard work ethic. And someone who refuses to not be their best. And I think that's really what does it. But let me ask you this question. This is a really honest question. And, you could answer it any way you want. But, I know a lot of the girls in all the physique divisions, from figure to bikini to women's physique, are now wearing these waist shapers, to help their waist come down in size a little bit. Now, you probably have the smallest waist of anyone without using a waist shaper. But do you find that they're useful?
I do. I mean, I would wear one, especially early on in my prep, actually, when I'm consuming a lot more food. I do think it helps. I mean, I think you should be smart about it and not try to get the extra, extra small when you really need a medium or large. I mean, I don't think you should hurt yourself at all. I do. I think they kind of really help with your posture, your back. I mean, I really feel like there's a lot more benefits to it than trying to get that teeny tiny waist on stage. So I feel like it can help.
How much of the day do you wear something like that? Is it while you're awake? Is it while you sleep too? How do you wear these things?
When I wear a weight trainer, I would probably just wear it like the first few hours of the day. I would wear one for cardio. I would wear one probably for my first few meals. Mm-hmm. And then I would take it off during that day. You don't want to I think people probably get dependent on it. So I never have been dependent on it. I mean, once I come down in size, start cutting, I really don't need it or use it too often because I'm not consuming that much food like I was in the beginning of my prep. I'm not lifting as heavy anymore. So I just just feel like you should be smart when you're wearing it, but I do see it being beneficial.
Do you feel that it can weaken your core muscles or your back muscles at all wearing one of these things, especially the people who wear them all the time?
You know what? It's funny. I do think that for me personally, I don't know about anyone else, but when I have wore them or tried it in the beginning, when they first came out, thought it was cool, I used to wear them to a point where if I didn't wear it, I felt like my back did hurt. So I was like, all right, maybe I shouldn't wear this because I do feel like it's not good to wear for long periods of time and not to sleep in it. But it works for some people, I'm sure. But for me, it's just something that's not comfortable for me at all times.
Now, the reason I ask you that is because a lot of people ask me the question, and I'm not as versed on Way Shape as I do know that they do work, but I figured you're Miss Olympia. I wanted to know your take, and I think you have a very healthy approach to it. Wear it, use it as a tool, but don't become dependent on it where it's going to cause health problems down the road. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a smart way to be. Now, as far as diet goes with you, are you a type of person that gets in shape really easy, or do you have to go low carb and suffer a lot?
I think if I push myself really hard the entire prep, I probably would be in shape, quicker. But me and Manny, we go very slow with our prep. We take our time. So I'm consuming a lot of carbs beginning of prep, mid prep, it cuts down. I'm still consuming carbs right now. And again, with his game plan, which is always different every show, I'm not sure how my carbs will be. Day of the show or getting really close to the show or next week even. But I keep carbs in and stay healthy, and slow and steady is always the way I go for my preps.
Yeah. Now that you're winning the Olympia and you're winning the Arnold Classic, pretty much every year at this point, the prize money actually tends to be something that actually is helpful to you. I know you just bought your own house. How has it changed, your life changed at least, now that you're actually a professional athlete making a living from what you're doing?
It's still adjusting because it's only been like a year probably that I'm not working my 9 to 5 any longer. So I'm still adjusting. I have never been a big spender. I've always been really, really good with my money. Invested, saved. So I'm really good with the income that I'm making. I mean, I feel like it could be similar to what I was doing, if not more, with the sponsorships, the winnings. It's good, but I'm adjusting. I have a lot more time now. Sure. So I have to kind of adjust to that too, because I'm used to killing it at the casinos for 8 to 10 hours, 5-6 days a week. So now I'm like, oh my God, I have all this time to rest. But it has done so great for my body. So I'm so happy I made that decision to kind of hold back off working.
Right. Now the Olympia is giving away $35,000, for the first prize, which I think is a very, very nice first prize gift. Obviously, a lot of the women would say, but Phil Heath's getting $400,000.
Right.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel that that the prize money should be more proportionately dispersed throughout the divisions?
I get it. I understand the bodybuilders are bringing in a lot of people. I mean, I feel like we are too. I feel like a lot of the other competitors, the females, I feel like we're helping as well. So it would be nice to get those raises a little bit more frequently. It would be nice. So, but yeah, I don't know if it will be dispersed evenly ever, but it would be nice.
Well, I mean, if they gave the first prize at the Olympia $200,000 and they took that extra $200,000 and gave you an extra 10, 15, 20 grand and dispersed it through the divisions, you're not going to get any less fans going to watch the Olympia. Right. Mr. Olympia might not be as happy, but he's not getting as much money, but no one's not competing because they're getting less money. You know, I think it's very, I don't know. I think it's very unfair for you guys who put just as much work into this, into your division. And as the Olympia champion, I'd like to see you guys make more money.
I agree. I definitely do agree with you. And I think that should happen. So again, with all your input and everything that you say, maybe you should tell somebody so we can get that.
Yeah, I do. No one listens to me, though. Although they listen 10 years from now, they'll say it's their own idea. But
they were like, Dave, you were right.
No. You know, look, it's hard. I understand. I don't promote shows, but it's very difficult to make these decisions. And I think a lot of the sponsors give their money saying, hey, I want this earmarked for this division or that division, and it's probably mostly men's open. So I don't know how they make these decisions, but I think if we can get a little bit of change and at least you could add a little bit more money to all the purses over time, I think that's always better for the athletes.
I agree because we work hard. I mean, we work hard. We deserve it. So I definitely agree with you on that.
All right. Well, look, you got the Arnold Classic USA title number 2 coming up next Saturday. Will you be in Australia also?
I will be in Australia, and I will be going to Brazil.
Oh, wow. So you're really killing it. All 3 shows. Mm-hmm. The trifecta you're trying to go for.
Would that be nice?
We should call it the Triple Crown. We should have bets and stuff like that. Can Latorya win the Triple Crown this year? Because this is the first year there was 3 figure shows at the 3 Arnolds, right?
Yeah, first time that they're adding figure to South America.
Do you have a problem with traveling? Does it make you hold water and stuff like that?
No, I think we have it down. I mean, I wasn't sure. I didn't know what to expect when I went to Australia the very first time. Right. But I feel like we nailed it. I feel like we got it the second time around, and we'll continue to get better as I travel.
What was the What was your reception like in Brazil? I mean, excuse me, in Australia when you were there last year? Did the fans really appreciate you?
Yeah, I got a chance to meet a lot of them at the meet and greet, and also I worked at Tony Doherty's booth and signed pictures and talked to a lot of fans over there. So I expect it to be even bigger this year. So I'm excited, and I love talking and meeting all my fans. So I look forward to that more than anything.
And I think it's awesome that you have no problem going to all these other shows. A lot of Olympia champions don't want to travel all over. They do one show, the Olympia every year, or maybe they'll do the Arnold, and then you don't see them any other shows. You're like, I'll go anywhere. And I think that's a great attitude, you know, because you're an ambassador, you know.
Yeah, I have to. I mean, and how else would I see my fans? I mean, I could do my seminars, I could do the workshops, but how else? So I'm excited.
He's pointing out to me that you have some Quest nutrition products on your Instagram. What's that about? Do you like Quest? Do you eat the stuff? I love it.
Oh, Quest is amazing. Yeah, I love it. And all their new products, I mean, they're just great tasting. You don't really get that much aftertaste and a lot of stuff like you do to similar things. Yeah. So
do you like the cereal? I love the cereal bars. Do you like those?
Oh my gosh, I do. I love I think I love the waffle.
Me too. That's my favorite.
The most, right?
I love the waffle, yeah. I'm not a chocolate person, but I love that waffle one.
The waffle. So great. Bruce, thank you for the care packages.
Yeah, Bruce is great. Bruce is, they're sponsoring all our coverage of the Arnold Classic, and Bruce has got like 100 gift packages set up, so everyone I interview who is in the winner circle is going to get a crazy Quest gift package, compliments of us, and Quest Nutrition. So that's really great. They should have you as an ambassador. I got to talk to Bruce. They got to sign you on board, man.
Get him on the phone. I think that would be awesome. I would love to.
Yeah, we'll take some video of you using all their products because they got keto meals now, ketogenic meals, low carb meals. They sent me a whole bunch of them. I love them. They're great.
Do you love them really?
Yeah,
you honestly do.
They're very tasty. Yeah, but. All right, well, Latorya, we love you. We're rooting for you. When I tell people I'm rooting for them, it might not always be the case. I'm definitely rooting for you. Up on that stage, come next Saturday. Best of luck, and I know you're gonna win.
Aw, thank you so much, and I love you. Thank you, Johnny.
All right, that's going to take us to the end of another episode of RXMuscle's Road to the Arnold Classic 2017, brought to you by Quest Nutrition. Visit questnutrition.com. I'm Dave Palumbo, and we'll see you real soon.